Welcome into week 6 of Endzone. Our game of the week did not disappoint. Tupelo and Oxford, undefeated Tupelo team, taking on a powerful Chargers one. Starkville looking to stay perfect with another tough opponent at home as they were taking on Clinton tonight. That was a one-possession game as well. New Hope looking to bounce back against the Green Wave of West Point. And also Amory and Aberdeen, a game that's going on right now.
WCBI Sports Endzone Show with John Sokoloff, Courtney Robb, and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and OCH Regional Medical Center.
Special thanks to all those sponsors. And again, we were with you at 10, now 11 o'clock, a little more in depth here. John Sokoloff and Courtney Robb. Courtney, Tupelo and Oxford. This was an easy choice for game of the week just because of a couple high-powered teams that are playing some really good football.
They definitely are. I mean, Tupelo was undefeated coming into this game, averaging 35 points a game, only allowing 6 points per game, whereas Oxford definitely trying to get more consistent. And this was definitely the statement game. If Oxford wants to prove to people the Chargers mean business, taking down the Golden Wave for to be the first ones this season. Yeah, trying to stay on that roll, right? Because Tupelo on the roll, like you were talking about, undefeated, looking really dangerous, especially defensive side of the ball. But, Oxford coming off a win against Murrah and trying to, keep that rolling. 3-2 now, and in my opinion, one of, if not the best 3-2 teams in the state coming in tonight. Let's roll the highlights.
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
All right, the 2021 black Toyota Highlander from Carl Hogan. We were talking about it, Courtney. These Toyotas, man, they last forever.
They do. If you need a car that is going to stand the test of time, we've got one that has been rolling forever here at WCBI, so we recommend the Toyota. Definitely.
Michael Harvey finding cash shows that's a 30-yard touchdown here. They're up 8-0 after that 2-point conversion. The Golden Wave ball, Jeremiah Harrell dropping back, finding space. That's a 25-yard gain, and that gives Tupelo a first down, but the drive would stall. Second quarter, Oxford ball. The running game takes over. Omar Howell does his best Derrick Henry impression, just bouncing off tacklers. Get off me.
That's a grown man run right there.
Sure is, and he got in for 6 because of it, because grown men get into the end zone. 15-0 Oxford at the half. Third quarter, Golden Wave fighting back into the mix. Harrell to KD Gibson, who skies for the grab. Extra point, though, no good, so it kept it a 2-possession game. It was 15-6. First play of the fourth quarter, Roman Gregory scoring a 3-yard touchdown, 22-6 Oxford. Tupelo defense stepping up here. Jamal Edwards, we were talking about the defense, and they gave up 22 points, but they got athletes like this, Courtney. Look at that interception by Jamal Edwards.
Fantastic job by him picking that up.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And Oxford would go on to get the win 22-6. Our Chris Bolton has more.
For everyone who was worried about Oxford, are the Chargers good? They have 2 losses heading into this matchup. Just take a deep breath with me. Breathe in, breathe out. The Chargers are just fine, getting a dominating 22-6 victory over Tupelo. A lot of hype surrounding Tupelo's defense heading into this game. They've only given up 14 points in the ball game. Well, they gave up 15 at halftime in this one to the Chargers.
We had a chance to run the ball coming in, and we executed well up front. And I feel like we've got 3 talented backs that can get the job done, and definitely opens up your passing game when you can run the football effectively.
Effort, offense just gave as much effort as they can. Like my boy Roman or my boy Omar, Tracy, it's just effort, That's all it was.
We could keep getting them outside, and so we kept running outside, pounding. And our support for each other as a whole group just kept us going for each other because we support each other so much.
Running backs Omar Howell and Roman Gregory dominated on the ground in this game. The Chargers rushed for nearly 200 yards in this matchup as they come away with the win. They are now 4-2 this season. The Golden Wave, however, they dropped to 5-1, suffering their first loss of the season. They look to bounce back as they host Starkville at home next Friday. Reporting In Oxford, Chris Bolton, WCBI Sports.
Courtney, I don't know about you, and thanks so much, Chris, but when watching those, post-game interviews, to hear them say it was just effort, like that's all. This team, they're not the type to really just, celebrate so much after such a big win like that because their standards are so high. And I don't know about you, but to me, that's just a testament to how successful the program's been the last couple of years.
100%. And I mean, this was a victory, but what it really was, it meant one more step closer to making that state title. And Oxford, they've been there the last 2 years. They want to go back this year. I know that 3-2 start isn't exactly what the Chargers have wanted this year. However, again, big statement win against Tupelo tonight. If there's anything to make everyone realize that Oxford means business, it's this one.
Yeah, and they're showing that they're playing some good football at the right time. How about Clinton and Starkville? Early on, no score. Jordan Batee finding Juan Taylor just wide open up the seam to the sideline. 61-yard score. Arrows up 7-zip. Jackets would respond on the next drive. Quarterback Trey Petty showing off the legs. And Courtney, this is a big reason why this team has had so much success. Luke Altmaier gone, him sliding in. Petty's been good. And check out this play. Extended on the legs. And then finding Jatavius Gray from 14 yards out for 6 to make it a tie game at 7. But Clinton marched right down the field. They gave Starkville all they could handle. Here's a 1-yard rushing touchdown to give them a 7-point lead. They led by that much at the break, but Starkville ended up getting it done 28-21.
Yeah, 2 very good back-to-back wins for the Yellow Jackets.
Definitely.
West Point hosting New Hope. Defensive first half here, second quarter. Kanan Daniels taking the handoff, going to roll around and pick up a nice first down deep in Trojan territory. We'll continue on that same drive. Kicker Alexander Harper going to be brought in for the 23-yarder. This one blocked by that insane Trojans defense. Coming up big. Trojans defense doing a lot this season, and this first half indicative of that. Later in the second, New Hope quarterback Ty Crowell finds wide receiver Grant Fleming. Massive catch by him. However, Trojans unable to capitalize on the drive. It stalls. And right before half, Harper in to kick another field goal. This one is good. No block here. So it'd be 3-0 West Point at half. And John, holding West Point to just 3 points in a first half is something to tip your hat to. I mean, that is not an easy feat by any means. West Point still went on to get the 31-0 victory over New Hope. But New Hope, be proud of yourselves for the fact that you held West Point to 3 points in that first half.
Yeah, and that's that Stillman defense. We talked about it. They were improved on that end, but they got to get that offense rolling a little bit, right? But some other scores for you. Columbus taking down Greenville 28-6. Lafayette, Coach Fair and company taking down Saltillo 47-10.
New Albany and Pontotoc facing off for homecoming late in the first quarter, no score. Quarterback Connor Armstrong finds Nick Townsend.
Nice snag.
Takes it inside the 30. Quarter expired, so early second now. Jordan Ball takes the handoff, bulls his way closer to the end zone. Got an inch there, man. And the ball, hey, he gets the ball again. Goes in, gets the home team up 7-0. Bulldogs determined to answer right before half. Quarterback Joe Mathis tosses it on the far side to Cameron Knox. Scampers across midfield, and that'll get into them grapes territory. John, I know you like them grapes.
I haven't had any grapes in a while, but I'm craving some now.
Well, how do you like them apples? The fake to give it to
all the
Keenan
fruits.
Simpson gets inside first and goal territory, and then Mathis. Quick toss to Simpson. Touchdown New Albany. It was tied 7-7 at half. This one a good one because Pontotoc came out with the close squeaker victory, 14-13. Pontotoc gets the win.
Are grapes even fruits? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe find out next.
Yeah.
Amory and Aberdeen. This was an interesting one. So the lights were out on one side of the field. So this one was delayed big time for a while, and it didn't get going until much later, but it just went final. Amory ended up getting the win over Aberdeen, 28-0, but a bizarre event at Aberdeen this evening, half of them off. But hey, the world's not perfect.
Given new meaning to the term lights out, I
Definitely.
guess. Shannon playing host to Mooreville, opening kickoff. Terrell Arp at the 20-yard line finds a lane. And this man puts the Jets on. His feet, I think there's some smoke coming off of there if you
How many
can't
players
see that.
did he just run by? 8, 9?
Pretty much all of them. They'd be up 7-0 after that. Red Raiders trying to answer. Trey Spurgeon in at quarterback after an injury to Jamarcus Shines. Finds Katravius Shannon. Diving catch for the Red Raiders to put them in the red zone. And that would lead to this. Dropping back, throwing.
That's a nice catch.
Nice catch. And taking it right into the end zone. Touchdown for the Troopers. Morville went on to get Morville fell to Shannon 50-20.
How about South Pontotoc at Houston? The second quarter, we got 6 minutes to go. Houston up big by 20. South Pontotoc trying to show some fight. Clayton Heatherly completing on a huge 4th and 6 to Trace Ash. And then Heatherly finding J.C. Silver, throwing him down wrestling style. Wow. The Hilltoppers, though, they were applying some pressure before the half. Red Parker, look at the jump ball.
Literally, how much air did he get on that?
We'll have to see what William Vance's vertical is, but the duo wasn't done. I can confirm that. Parker dumps one off to him, and he does the rest, taking it to the crib. 54-yard touchdown on the play. Houston wins big. That Red Parker offense gets it done 48-21.
Red Parker's biggest fan sitting to my right currently. His name is John Sokoloff. Parker, come get your man.
Hey, man, he's had one heck of a year. He's definitely going to play at the next level. Let's get some other scores for you. Caledonia, Coach Kelly's offense rolling once again, 49-21. Don't have the stats, but I bet it was a good running night for them. They're great on the ground. Louisville taking down Northeast Lauderdale, 41-0. Itawamba defeating Tishomingo County, 42-9. And Ripley took down the Vikings of North Pontotoc 28-7. We're not even close to being done here with you folks, so you're going to want to stick around. You're nice and cozy at home. I'm sure Knox County and Hatley. Who got it done there?
Tiger on Tiger crime.
That's right. Tigers. Winona, little Thursday night action. Darian Townsend, were they able to get it done against a tough Alexandria team? And East Webster at Calhoun City looking for their first win there since 2009. We've got all that and more coming up next. Welcome back to Endzone. Noxubee County at Hatley here. And they're a little bit of a young team, Noxubee County. One of those pieces, Kamario Taylor, the true freshman starter, but he finds Anthony Little here for a 15-yard gain. And Mario Taylor finding Little again this time, but that's a 25-yard touchdown on the play. That was just too easy. 2-point conversion was good. Noxubee County showing off on defense a little bit too tonight. Just stuffing them at the line of scrimmage. And then, Hatley was trying to get something moving on offense. A fumbled snap right here. Wasn't pretty. Noxubee County ended up getting the win 52-0.
Winona hosting Alexandria. This was some Thursday night action. Off opening kick. You know this man is going to be dangerous. He woke up feeling dangerous. Darian Townsend on the 91-yard return for 6. Winona goes up 7-0 early. Later in the first. Absolutely nothing, John. I'm glad you asked. But big third down for the Tigers. Tyler Lockhart coming up with the huge sack. Alexandria would be forced to punt, so second quarter now. And following a fumble recovered by Winona, Tigers take over, and Townsend, well, he takes off. Finds another 6 for Winona. Makes it 14-13, closing the gap. However, Alexandria was just too much for the Tigers. They win 41-15.
All right, let's take a look at Alcorn Central at Mantachie. And, Jacob Hawks has done a great job here for Mantachie all season long as well. Ken Adams and company definitely have much to be proud of here. And to get things rolling, they were up 7-0 early in the first. And how about the Mantachie defense right here? Check this out. Jace White coming off the edge, forcing a fumble. It gets popped out. And it's recovered by Branson Underwood, and he takes it all the way to the house. That's a top 5 play, potentially. Mantachie ended up getting a big win here, 48-12.
Yeah, nice job for Tattoo Tech and Ken Adams. How about that? Calhoun City hosting East Webster on opening drive for City. Jackson Lee drops off a 3-yard pass for a first down. Same drive, Lee tries to flip it to Jackson Cook. However, the ball sails into the backfield, picked up by Burleson for the Wolverines. However, the Wolverines not able to capitalize on the turnover, gave the ball right back to the Wildcats. On City's second drive, it became the Jackson Lee show, ladies and gentlemen. Picked up a big 23-yard run.
He's quick.
The man not going down for just anyone, I tell you that. And this would be followed by an easy money 9-yard rushing touchdown. Cap it off with a 2-point conversion. Wildcats up 8-0 early. However, Calhoun City unable to pull it off. That was all they could score tonight, and East Webster gets the victory 22-8. Some more scores from the evening for you. Nettleton, some more Tiger action. They fall to Senatobia 42-22. East Union at Belmont. It is time to urge it up, ladies and gentlemen. East Union coming away with the 42 victory over Belmont. 42-14 victory. That is. Keep the scores rolling. TCPS in Biggersville. If you know 1A ball, you know this is the game to pay attention to every single year. The Eagles with some unfinished business against Biggersville. However, tonight,
no doubt,
it looks like they finished that business. TCPS gets the 35-25 victory. And Nanawoya at Newton. Warriors fall to Newton 36-14.
We're not even close to done here on Endzone, so you're going to want to stick around. And if you like defense, you like football, this one was for you. Smithville visiting Okolona. I'll say if you bet the under and the over-under was 20, you'd win. Hamilton at Noxapater taking on some Tiger speed. We got highlights of that one. And Starkville Academy showing off early. Was Magnolia able to come back? All that coming up next. Zone, how about a little Smithville-Okolona action? Okolona trailing 7-0 near the end of the first half. That's when quarterback Trajan Pickens goes deep, finds Ahmad Hodges, who gets it and takes it to the Chieftains' 25-yard line. Final seconds of the half, Pickens hands it off to Kelsey Loving, who walks in for 6. That was a pretty easy touchdown there. 2-point conversion gave Okolona an 8-7 lead at the break, with the Seminoles with the ball to start the second half. Going for it on 4th down. Tyler Land finds Dylan Christian, who dives over the line to gain. Same drive, Seminoles facing 3rd and long. The entire Okolona defense drops Land in the backfield, but Smithville ended up getting it done 10-8.
Let's head over to Noxapater. Tigers hosting the Hamilton Lions for homecoming. And early on for Pater, Katie Carter taking the snap. QB keeper going around the left side. And he's going to score on an 18-yard touchdown run, extra point, blocked. Tigers strike first, up 6-0. After a Hamilton punt, Tigers with the ball again, 3rd down. Carter loses the ball through his hands. However, no worries, picks it up.
This is insane.
Breaks some tackles, finds room, down the sideline. The man had tunnel vision on the end zone because he got his way into the house 95 yards. That, my friends, is a video game cheat code. There would be a flag on the play for a face mask. However, touchdown, we love to see it. Still stands. 2-point conversion was no good. Noxapater extends their lead 12-0. Hamilton's ball now. Rye Howard getting a nice run, picking up a 1st down for the Lions. And later on, it's 1st and goal. Kaiser Werner taking this one. Cuts, finds a hole, and takes this one in on a 6-yard run. They go for 2. That is good. Hamilton cuts the lead 12-8. Hamilton actually led 15-12 at halftime. However, Pater comes back with a vengeance to get the win 40-22.
Let's get some more scores in here for you. Bet on that play where the snap went over his head and he ran it all the way in. Again, this is no breaking news. I'm not an NFL football player and I don't have as much experience as most people. But the rule of thumb is if the ball goes over your head or it's a bad snap, you got to throw it away. But Noxapater saying, no, he scored an 80-yard touchdown. Sebastopol taking down Vardaman 23-6. Baldwin defeated Walnut 49-8. And how about West Lowndes on the road taking down Lee County 35-8. French Camp taking care of business against Ethel 36-6. And Potts Camp defeated Myrtle 40-12. And I mean, a bunch of insane games. That Noxapater won that play. I don't want to spoil anything, but it might be one of our top 5 plays of the night. But coming up next year, we got some Academy schools along with some West Alabama action. You won't want to go anywhere. Welcome back to Endzone. How about Starkville Academy hosting Magnolia? The Vols were up 28-0 at the break. The defense impressive. Here's a run they stuffed at the beginning of the 3rd. And how about we go to the next one? Magnolia's quarterback, I mean, he didn't stand a chance back there. 4 jerseys around before Fleming Archer comes up with the sack. Magnolia moved the ball a little after a few penalties by the Vols, but Starkville Academy forced this fumble on the long completion, so they took over. Vols got it done 35-14.
Winston Academy hosting Greenville St. Joe in a division matchup, second quarter. Greenville St. Joe up 12-7. Kai Nelson with the handoff, scores on a 6-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion good. They're up 27 after a Winston punt. St. Joe with the ball. CJ Moore with the snap, and in trouble, the big fella coming up with the big sack for the Patriots. Winston would trail 20-7 at halftime, and Greenville just too much for Winston Academy. They get the win 42-35.
Number 52 kind of looking like a Colo Mack there.
Columbus Christian was hosting Humphreys Academy. The Rams were trying to secure the dub. However, they were down in the third quarter, and Humphreys too much to handle. Here they are scoring another touchdown to go ahead 24-6 after the 2-point conversion. Next drive for the Rams, more trouble for Columbus Christian. After the handoff, Rams fumble, and Humphreys will take over. And then Humphreys scored another touchdown with another 2-point conversion after that. Can't let them do that. Just too many mistakes for the Rams tonight. They fall 40-12 against Humphreys Academy.
Oh, man. How about we get a few more scores for you, including Heritage Academy. The Pats with Mac Howard and company have been hot. They took down Wayne Academy 42-16. And the Raiders of Oak Hill falling on the road to North Delta 29-7. Winona Christian beat Delta Streets Academy in what was a shootout. 12 touchdowns in the game just 8. If you like offense, that was the game for you. How about we get to West Alabama, Lamar County, and Aliceville. The Hive, opening drive. Tygerian Williams completing an inside screen to Jordan Sterling, keeping the sticks moving here. That's good for a first down. And then finding his guy, Landon Ball, to keep those chains moving. And then Danilo Moore tries to punch his way in, gets off a couple tacklers. He's wrapped up at the 2 before Tygerian says, you know what, I'm going to go Tom Brady style, QB sneak from the 1. Yellow Jackets up 7-0. They ended up winning 46-28.
Some more action from West Alabama. Pickens County hosting Brilliant. Could they be brilliant tonight? Second quarter, Tornadoes up 28-0. Kendarius Barnes scoring from 1 yard out. Extra point no good. It'd be 34-0 Naders. Brilliant then fumbling the ball on their next possession. Jamarian Cohen recovering for Pickens County. And then Aduda Warner taking the football inside, getting down to the 10. And after a penalty, Xavier Hood scoring on a swing pass there. Tornadoes would go up 40-0. Pickens County saying, hey, Brilliant, not tonight. Getting the win 53-0. And a final score for you from the evening. Boonville taking on Kossuth. The Blue Devils fall, that is, 14-7 against Kossuth.
A lot of defensive battles, a lot of track meets. Tonight had a lot of everything, and you won't want to go anywhere because coming up next, we will have our teams of the night. All right, my team of the night is Houston. Courtney.
Going Starkville.
Going Stark Vegas. Another big win. Big wins for both teams. Thanks so much for joining us for Week 6. We'll see you next week.
WCBI Sports Endzone Show with John Sokoloff, Courtney Robb, and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Park Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and OCH Regional Medical Center.